What's up, you lovely souls? Hey, welcome back to another video. I have a message for you all out there. Before I begin, y'all already know what time it is. Always believe, my friends, that great things are headed your way. All you gotta do is believe. Choose to believe over worry. Worry is a waste of energy and time. Choose to believe. Before I jump into this amazing video, today I will be using the word negativity, which will relate to the enemy. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm going to say negativity. So I'm just going to let you know that. So y'all, I want to go a little deep today. And I want to give you guys something that has been a game changer in my life. Okay. And hey, many of you, this video is not what you actually think. It's really gonna blow your mind because it's really gonna give you a game changer to look at things differently in your life. Before I jump straight into this video, I want to say thank you to all you warriors who are standing up and fighting your battles. Thank you to all of you who are tapping into your inner world, working on yourself, finding yourself, finding your potential, finding your gifts, finding your talents, finding your light and sharing it with your world. Keep your light switched on, my friends, and people will be able to see you. All the right souls will start to gravitate toward you. Keep shining bright and keep being authentically you, because that's what matters. I want to give a message out. Whoever this resonates with, please take this message in deeply. Let go of the old. All of the old part of you that is presented itself. You feel like you're in the middle of a crossroads. Okay, this is the old and this is the new, right? And it's like you're at this crossroad, like you're in the middle. You're right here. This is the old, this is the new. And you feel like you're at a crossroads, and it feels like you're playing tug of war with your soul right now. Your soul's trying to pull you over here, and it feels like you're struggling with letting go of this old that is presenting itself to you in your life. And I want to tell you, the battle probably feeling very heavy for you right now. But you are a very strong soul, whoever you are that I'm speaking to. I want to tell you to remember this. When the battle get at its toughest, it's going to throw everything it got at you. Everything it got at you to make you feel like you want to give up. Many people give up right before the breakthrough, right before the big blessing. Remember, the stronger the battle, the stronger the soul. Remember, you got everything you need inside of you to get through this. Just choose what your heart is showing you, and so you can move forward from this. And remember, when you right there at the end finna break through to receive whatever's coming into you, absolutely amazing things, blessings, miracles, you heard? Resistance is going to try to kick in to get you to resist back so that you cannot move forward. So do not give up if you are feeling like giving up. Just hold the course. Focus on the positivity. Remain calm and keep moving forward, because you got strong, powerful energy coming in, wanting to replace all that old life and all that old energy that you may be holding on to. So just release it and let go so that you can move forward and open up to this new energy that's trying to come in for you. And I always know, you guys, that when it get at its toughest, this is what I noticed in my life. When it get at its toughest, you about to break through. You about to break through. Remember that you will not be given more than you can handle. If you are given a lot, you can handle it. You just are being taught on how to learn how to use your powers. Remember, everything you learn on every level, all the lessons you learn are for you to take with you along your path. So remember that. And remember that this journey is all about learning, relearning, and unlearning. And that's why sometimes it can bring upon a challenge to speak to different people on different levels. That's why I say take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because I don't want to throw out any confusion. But let's go ahead and hop into the video. Receive that message to whoever lovely soul out there who's struggling with this. That's a message for you. It came straight to me to give to you, okay? So I'm guided to talk to you guys about something, okay? You can observe things in life by viewing it. And what's really going on when you view things is your soul's looking at it. You don't have to absorb everything in and make it a part of you. So with all the things that are going on in the world and things you see, you can observe and see what's going on and stay tapped into it in your own way without absorbing these things. But what I found easier for me is it was easier for me to do more work inside of me before I started focusing on negative things that are happening in the world. Because I was getting angry, frustrated, and being triggered still, which shows me that I needed to go in and do more work. So whatever works for you, do what works for you. But this is the way I had to do it, and it was more powerful for me. Remember, where you put your focus at is where it grows. Where focus goes, energy flows toward it. So I would encourage to focus on what supports you and what's best for you. If you want to change the world, it starts by changing your world from within. Then it will project outside of you out there. It's what we see in the world today. Why does it look what they call dark out there? It's because people have so much inside of them that is kind of dark and hasn't been looked at, and it's projecting out into the outer world. So when you want to change the world, it starts by changing yourself within and working on your unresolved issues from within. That's a message for you guys as well. I want to talk about how you should focus on, I'd encourage you to not focus on the negativity, and focus on the positivity, you gods and goddesses. Okay? I want to give you some powerful information. My throat chakra lately been weird, you know what I'm saying? Then I want me to tell y'all nothing, you heard? Real talk, y'all. Hey, I know y'all heard me when I say it. We gotta keep it low key, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, okay, let me go. Let me get into this video, okay? Let me get this message right. Okay, too much focus on negativity prevents us from seeing God, the Most High God, the universe, and learning how the Most High God, the universe works. It prevents us from seeing the love, the light, and the positivity. I feel like we be getting hijacked from the present moment because we be focusing on all the negativity worldly or within ourselves, the problems and everything negativity we focus on. Remember, when you focus on all your problems, it's putting your attention on what we call the bad, right? So think about this for a minute. Focus on something negative right now and tell me how you feel, right? And then flop that. Now focus on something positive and see how you feel. You can pause the video if to do this, okay? You can then feel the difference. Go with what feels better because how you feel matters. Go with what feels better. And of course, ding, ding, it's the positivity, right? Of course. So focusing too much on a problem in your life, on worldly problems, creates a tunnel vision. And you can only see what they call bad things. And when you fix your eyes too much on despair and evil people and events like crimes, social battles, news, etc., it's tempting you to be swept away in the current of fear and anxiety. So we will think we are surrounded by great evil that's going to overcome us. And I'm telling you, I experienced this for him. I started getting caught up on everything that I just mentioned to you. What's going on in the world, all these things, the negative, which we call the enemy, you feel me? Had to throw that out there for y'all again. The negative things that are going on everywhere. And I started focusing on that, and it started to grow in my life where I started to not be happy. And I was actually in a good place focusing on the positivity. But I started focusing on all the negativity around everything outside of me. And I started becoming in a bad place. And I started seeing what I was focusing on in my reality. Prior to this, I was not seeing this. Everything was looking good to me. Everything was looking good. It was positive. I was starting to feel the love, the oneness, and all these things at this point in time in my life. But when I focused on the negative things that are going on around the world, certain negative things that people were speaking about, and all these things, my reality started to look this way. When I started focusing on how, people are dark and all these different things, because you could see it on my channel, I was there. When I was focusing on all these things, I was seeing that. And when I decided enough is enough. This doesn't feel good. This doesn't feel right. Like, I'm over here focusing on all this stuff outside. I can't even do nothing about those things. I can't change the people. I can't change the world outside of me. I was like, man, I'm going back in. And I started doing the work on things that I was being triggered from outside of me. And I started focusing on me, on a solution to the problems that were occurring within me and in my inner world that needed to be looked at. And I kept my eye moving forward. And you know what? Everything started to change. I started to increase and feel more love and light and positivity in my life. And I started to live in the present moment. And you know what? I stay tapped in. I know what's going on all around me. I'm always tuned in. I'm always guided and known about everything that's going on around me. I know what's going on out there. But what I do not do is put all my focus there, drain myself, and get caught up in all that stuff. I know that I can't change the world outside of me, physically outside of me, and go out there and change everybody and everything. I know that I can go inside of me. And when I make changes inside of me, then I'm changing the world. When I increase more light in my body by changing me, then I can attract more people to me and help these people in the world. And that's why I'm a mindset coach. I help people, work through their issues and battles and level up their life to the next level. But also, I'm able to be a guide to many souls out there and help them in areas, lead them, guide them in areas where what helped me is basically what I'm saying. But you'll be able to help the world. It's kind of what I'm trying to say to you guys, because you guys who watch my channel are much more than a human. You are consciousness. You are a powerful source, a powerful soul. You are a force to be reckoned with. And believe it or not, this is so powerful. You see, tune in to me right now. I'm taking you kind of deep. You feel me? I'm giving some game. Y'all already know peep game on what I'm saying. Like, let this sit with you, okay? This is exactly where the negative force wants you to be. Focus on the world and its struggle, so you cannot see the positivity, the peace, the love, and the light. And so you can't focus on the Most High God, the universe, and learn the language, because a lot of what people who were taught, how to pray and all this stuff was all wrong, and the language of the universe is not the way people think. And when you start to focus on your life, your positivity, and know, you start to learn how the Most High God, the universe, works. You start to figure out things, these angel numbers, these synchronicities that enter your life. You start to understand what they mean to you, what they're telling you. You stay tuned into yourself, your path, your life, and you keep moving forward. Now you're changing the world. You see what I'm saying, baby? And you're changing your own life. This is a game changer. And I was guided to make this, and I can deeply see why, because it's changed my life. So this is why I'm always so happy. Yes, I am faced with battles. Yes, I am faced with what they call bad days, but I show up with a good attitude. And I always, use what I've learned to keep myself going and keep focusing on what I love and keep moving forward. Ain't nobody perfect. You feel me? I'm not perfect at all. I just know how to stand in my power. I just know how to not give in to temptation and things outside of me, and not listen to thoughts that are not me. And that's the same thing you guys are learning and doing, because you're all on different levels. So this causes you to miss your joy in the present moment, where it's actually eternal, the here and now. You can't tell me this ain't deep. You can't tell me this ain't deep. Hey, hit that like button right now if you like this video and if this message is already resonating with you. This is this a game changer. Hey, apply it into your life and come back and tell me how much your life have changed. That's real talk. You feel me? Because I'm a reflection. I speak on how I live. A lot of people say things, but they're not living by it. I live by this. That's why this is so real to you guys. I love you guys, by the way. I have such an awesome, amazing community of lovely souls, powerful souls rocking with me. Hey, I love y'all, real talk, man. Oh, man, you guys are so amazing. I'm so grateful for all of you. But I want to go ahead and with that being said, I want to go ahead and get in with the rest of this message, okay? So, you being jacked, that's what I call it. You being hijacked from the present moment. When you focus on everything outside of you, all that negativity, all those things that are outside of your control. This is why I feel like it created insanity for us, because we can't control those things. We can't control what they doing out there. You feel me what I'm saying? Low key, tap in with that. We can't control that stuff, but we were taught We were taught and conditioned to believe that we can control what's outside of us. No, 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 no. That will really deeply frustrate you, annoy you, and upset you. What I'm giving you here today is a game changer and a life changer. So the things that you can't see, the unseen world, where you have to learn to feel and follow your heart, is the world that's eternal. The things you can see, the things you can see, is temporary. You see what I'm saying? Why it's not even worth focus on it? It's crashing. You understand what I'm saying? It's crashing out there. And we know what's out there. I mean, but what can we do about that? Nothing but go within our world and make the changes. Woo, you lovely souls. I'm so excited to deliver this message because it's so powerful and it's a game changer for you all. Real talk. Hey, if you already do this, let me know down below in the comment section and let others know how powerful this is because it's very powerful. So things that you can see is temporarily. You feel me? We only can see 1% of visible light until you open up this eye. You feel me? So you can only see 1% of visible light. And we cannot always see what's all around us. You know, there's certain people gifted to see it. And as you raise up and shine bright, you see more things that's going on. You understand what I'm saying? But you won't be having no fear at all by then. Fear to certain things. Because actually I want to mention, because I brought up fear, like anything that has fear on it is what you want. If it doesn't scare you when you do it, take common sense, please. If it doesn't scare you when you're doing it, it's not even worth doing. It's going to have everything you want. It's going to have fear on it. It's going to scare you a little bit. It's all part of it. But having fear and being scared of things all outside and all the things external, you're going to be scared of none of that. You feel me? And you just keep leveling up. Keep shining. Keep leveling up, raising your vibration, and watch your light shine, and you see the truth. And that's exactly what it is. I used to be scared. I used to sleep with the lights on, the TV on, and because I used to see around me as a child, everything that was going on around me. When I was older, I continuously kept sleeping like that because I was scared of things that I could not like see, but I could feel presences around me. You know what I'm saying? And I was scared of it. But when I had to awaken it, raise my vibration, and shine my light, when I see certain things, I'm not scared anymore. You feel me? That's what I mean by that type of fear. I want to make sure I hit that in right deep. So the things that you can see with these two eyes are temporary. And the things that you cannot see is eternal. It's the unseen world. And that's why it's important for you to follow your hearts and not your thoughts in your mind. You feel me? You got to follow your hearts, my friends. So when you open your eyes to the true battle, you'll see that it's all happening within you. It's not out there. It's all inside of you. So you can now look at the problems in your life and see them and know that I don't have to absorb them in. I can look for a solution and do the best you can by finding a solution to your problems. The obstacles that appear in your way are there to, like, sometimes I feel like it's a test, it's a lesson, whatever it is, depending on where you are, to benefit you. And you got to use what you got inside of you and what you've learned to get through it. That's it. We don't even have to look at this as scary, hard, or, troubling. We can look at this positive. That's why I love positivity, because it's just so amazing and you feel so good and you keep yourself motivated and inspired, and it just keeps you going. And, when you get down, it spirals down to a fear pit, what I call it. So you can find solutions to your problem. Don't focus on the problem, because the problem just gets bigger. And the problems begin so bigger. And what I noticed, like when you focus on the problem, right, if you stop and observe and not absorb, you'll notice in your mind there's a thought that's connected to that problem that you're feeling within yourself. So if you're worrying about something a lot, whatever you're worrying about, it's like probably a thought there connecting to what you're worrying about. And if you continuously keep worrying about that, it creates into your reality. Thoughts turn to things. That's how it is. You guys are that powerful. That's real talk. So that's like an example of what can be happening and creating into your reality whenever you probably be like, man, I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, because it was already in your mind. You was focusing on it, which was now it's creating into your reality. But the problems and obstacles, the problems in your life, don't focus on certain problems in your life. If you try to find a solution, hey, you did the best you can with it, just keep moving forward. Everything will start to make sense. It will start making sense. Some things that come across, when it happens outside of you, let me keep that clear. When things happen outside of you, that's when you just you look at it, see what you can do. If you can't do nothing, keep it pushing. Don't even worry about that. But when you got things inside of you, you can change those things. Okay, so take that. Don't get confused by that. So that's what I mean by don't focus on the problems on your path in your life. Find the solutions from within. That's what I mean. That's the difference. Okay. So your world will change when you start to do these things that I'm telling you today. Remember, focusing outside of us is out of our control. What I just mentioned. Focusing outside of you is out of your control. You cannot change those things. So if something happens right now outside in this world, you just do the best you can, handle your steps, take responsibility what you got to do. And if it doesn't follow through in the way that you might have hoped, okay, oh well, don't get bothered by it. Don't give no energy to it. Just know that God will take care of it, because we should never expect a certain outcome. We just do the best we can with it. Those are outside of us. Okay, outside of you is out of your control. Things inside of you, you can work on. Those obstacles, those things like that inside of you, like you can work on. So like, work on issues within you that are being triggered by the outside forces, by external forces, is what I mean. So things outside of your control, you can't control those things, right? But inside of you, focus on when you get triggered from external forces outside of you, focus on within what you need to work on so you can fix those things inside of you and change them. I'm telling you, this is a game changer. I ain't trying to confuse you. What I'm doing is trying to give a whole lot of knowledge at once without confusing, because it can be very confusing. So if you got to watch this a couple of times, because I'm giving game, real talk. So work on the world within you. If things outside of you, people outside of you, those things outside of you, if it's triggering you, you can't control out there, but you could go in here and figure out why you're being triggered and fix that. You feel me what I'm saying? Bang, this is powerful, bro. Real talk. This is so powerful. This is a game changer and a great start at changing your world within. And then when you start to change your world within, then in time, your reality will change and reflect your world from within. Keep your eye on the prize and keep moving forward, focusing on the positivity and finding solutions. These things you can change. And it's all happening inside of you. Y'all already know what time it is. I'm all about going within. This is a very powerful message. This is a big game changer. So if you like this video, hey, and you found messages here, hit that like button, baby. And if this is resonating with you, hit that like button. And I did my best not to confuse you with going deep and giving out this knowledge. But like I said, if you got to watch this again, because this is a game changer, bro. Real talk. Focus on the positivity. Focus on you. I love each and every one of you who watching this video right now, and all of my lovely subscribers. I love you all. Thank you for being here. Hit that like button if this video resonates to you, if you like it, so we can get this video out to more lovely souls like yourself, because they be trying to hide stuff though, yeah? Share this video with anyone you feel called or you want to share this video with. And if you're watching my videos and finding messages here, consider tapping into the full awareness, love, and light by hitting that subscribe button and that bell, baby, so you get all the newest videos that I drop. Joining the Pure Clarity Mindset family, because on this channel, we getting our mind right, baby. We rocking together. That's real talk. Positivity, love, and light. Spreading that awareness up on here. I love each and every one. You keep taking care of yourself. Keep your eye on the prize. Focus on the positivity. This is so powerful. It's a game changer. I love each and every one of you. Come back to see me. Miss Kelly Travel Spiritually checking out. Peace, love, and light to you all.